No, I didn't do that.
It did it by itself.
I told you it's been doing it. It's been acting up.
Stop it. Cut it out. Like I sneezed on you.
Just kidding.
I need to get the
Ooh,
other
it's
phone.
hot. Which one? No, it's right there. Let me see. Peace, Facebook and YouTube family. What y'all doing tonight? What's going on?
What's going on, family? How are you? No, all is well. Yeah, I know all is well. Gotta fix my little gray hair afro puffs. Sinus is acting up as usual, y'all. I gotta. Maybe, what do you think? Is Georgia? Do I need to get out of Georgia to get rid of this allergy stuff? Huh? Welcome to Spiritually Seeing
I don't know.
News. I'm WUNAM, aka Nikki Love, your African indigenous traditional healer.
And I'm brother. I'm brother Adikra. Uh, your traditional healer, your African traditional healer also.
And I'm gonna say Oi Modi Busta. How are you all? That means hi, how are you all? In the Cape Verdean African tribal tongue. That's right.
Droney O201. What's
What's
up?
up? How you been, Droney? No, all is well. Hey, Droney, what's up with Kim Kardashian? You like the Kardashians? I've been watching your Facebook, your YouTube thing. I see a lot of Kardashians on there. What's up with that? All right, family. Did y'all enjoy your holidays? It's not really one to celebrate, but one for family to come and get together and enjoy each other, okay? So when we talk about holidays, we talk about coming together to enjoy the presence of your family. A lot of people will say, oh, you're celebrating Christmas, whatever. Y'all can kiss my natural black ass. At the end of the day, it's family day to us. New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving is because that's the time everybody has to get together. And some of y'all be faking the funk, acting like y'all don't celebrate up here, faking the funk and pretending like you don't know and damn what you do. And if you do, so what be it? So be it. You know what I mean? Because Sheba gave out, something about Kwanzaa I never could get into. I don't know what it is about Kwanzaa that I could never get into it, but I could never get into it. A lot of people say, well, Kwanzaa's on it, part of your African, but that's Swahili. I just could never get into Kwanzaa like that, okay? Adeko, Chucky, hey family. All right, every year, y'all make New Year's resolutions. Knowing damn well you're not going to follow up on them and you're not going to keep them. But tonight we're going to talk about the importance of keeping a life resolution. We're talking about 2020. What is that? How many years is that? That's how many years?
2020. What you mean?
2020.
Oh, you mean this decade?
Yeah, listen to the numbers 2020. You got it? You see how it goes? Like a lot of people have been seeing 1 2, 1 2. A lot of people have been seeing 1 0, 1 0. We're talking about 2020, okay? 2020. This is a year when the real transformation takes place. It's not about a New Year's resolution. It's about a life resolution, okay? You want to add to that, Brother Dinkler?
Yeah. I think with the New Year resolution, it should be taken like you said, instead of, because a lot of people don't take it seriously. Instead of doing a New Year's resolution, somebody should, we should focus on a life resolution, changing our life. Just like with the when a lot of people try to change their diet and stuff like that, like go on a diet. Don't go on a diet. Just change your diet. Just change how you eat. Period. Instead of going on a diet for eating right for a little bit and then switching back up. Just change how you eat. Period. And you'll find yourself in a better place if you do that.
All right, family. When we say life resolution, we're talking about, first of all, it's not even just your doing. It's universal doing, because the universe the cosmos, the earth is all going through transformation. You as a human being, so it's not like you're gonna be doing too much of anything. It's happening naturally. Okay, you see that brother think what's happening naturally. People are wondering what's going on. They're having aches and pains, going through spiritual awakening signs, seeing double, triple, quadrupling numbers. There's so much that's being presented to you right now from the universe. You have to pay attention because you don't even have to make a New Year's resolution. You must make a life resolution because you are becoming more spiritual. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
You're becoming more spiritual. And with you becoming more spiritual, you're becoming more of a lighter being. So with saying this, it ain't even about you making a New Year's resolution. You got to assist the physical process of going through this life resolution because you're getting ready to make, I'm talking about some serious transformations in your lives. And with the help and the assistance of the universe, you need to assist the universe physically as well, because this is big. This is bigger than any time all the times you've been on this earth. Every year when you say, "Oh, I'm gonna," I got my New Year's resolution. It ain't nothing you could do about it now. A lot of stuff is happening naturally. You ain't gotta do nothing. You're being forced. A lot of people are becoming natural vegans. People are not understanding why they don't want to eat meat no more. They just feel like, it tastes nasty to me. I don't want to eat meat no more.
And that with that being said, a lot of people are being forced to become more spiritual. They starting to see things and be aware of things that actually go against what they were taught. You know what I mean? Go against their religion, or even if they're not a religious person, they're starting to see things and they don't want to tell people because they think people are gonna think they're crazy. So, with that being said, like, we have a lot of people call us and saying, well, I seen this woman. We had a client call us the other day, and the client said that he was at a light and he looked over to the right and he looked at the lady and her face turned into like a lizard or something like that. And then when he looked again, it like shifted back. And he was like really bugging out. He was like, what the hell?
Who said that? Which one? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, y'all. So now you must understand that there's a lot that's getting ready to come for the New Year's. We're going to do New Year's predictions next week, the night before New Year's. So, but I'm going to tell you this. The number one thing, if y'all want to write it down, you can. The number one thing you must understand is you must be righteous.
Mm-hmm.
Righteousness right now in your life is the number one priority. Righteousness. Okay? Because some of you all are walking around here ain't righteous, ain't doing right by yourselves. Never mind people, places, and things. Start doing right by yourselves. Righteousness is very, very important in this life resolution after this year. Okay? After the New Year's. I'm telling y'all what I know. Try to be as righteous as you can. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay? Nobody's perfect, but try your hardest and ask assistance from the universe, from your ancestors, from your gods, whoever you worship, to guide your path on doing what's righteous, speaking what's righteous, thinking what's righteous. Number one. Okay? Number one. Because see, like I said, some of us still walking around here faking the funk. Lying. Playing games. Doing shit we ain't got no business doing. And not being real.
Get mad because, somebody told you no about something, so you do a ritual on it.
Right. Doing stuff like that. The spiritual ones who are into doing ritual work. You know what I mean? Doing stuff like that. Y'all got to do what's right. Especially the spiritual ones. The ones who are into spirituality, who have shrines and all that set up. Do what's righteous. I'm telling y'all, if you don't, try it and see. Something's going to happen. because the energy that's being presented now in 2020, listen to the numbers now, 2020, which are high vibrational numbers. Okay? When you see this 2020, we're getting ready to go through another dimension of our human beingness, okay? It's not going to be the same. I'm telling you all what I know. And some of you all may feel it already, some of you may not. But I'm telling you what I know. We're going through another dimension, so you better understand what it is. Get it right. You don't want to deal with this energy that we got coming now, because if you are not doing what's right, everything that could go wrong for you is going to go wrong.
And and I see a lot of well, I don't want to get too much into what I see for 2020. I just see for some people, like especially spiritual people, it's gonna be a boomerang effect.
Yep.
Whatever you put back, if it's not right or meant to help somebody, it's gonna come back and hit you in your ass.
Any questions, family?
Y'all got any questions tonight? Majestic Ground said he enjoyed his family.
That's good. You had a good time?
Droney says he doesn't. He or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, but they say they don't have a New Year's resolution.
You shouldn't. Y'all notice every year, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change my weight, I'm going to change my hair, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start changing this way. I don't do a goddamn thing. And if you do start out, you don't never keep it up. And the reason we're doing this show tonight, because it's not about a New Year's resolution. It's about a life resolution, because the energy that's being presented to you, 2020, is a year of high vibrational energy where the universe is forcing that resolution onto you. So you don't have to do nothing but assist in a physical aspect in reference to that resolution of changing your life, period. Because you're becoming more of a spiritual being. You're becoming more of a lighter being. Many of you are getting awakening symptoms and signs, and many of you are going through your awakening process, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual. You see what I'm saying? So what's happening, this life resolution is being forced on you. You gotta do much. Like I said, people they're stopping to eat meat. They don't know why. Like all of a sudden they don't like meat. This is the universe and the energy of this major transformation that's working with humanity. So with saying that, y'all gotta understand, you ain't got to do much of nothing but physically make sure you're aware of what's taking place and assist the universe in assisting you and having a good transformation. Okay?
Somebody said,
What?
this is Trump going anywhere.
They said he was impeached.
They haven't started the impeachment process. From the last time I read, it doesn't matter, because why even impeach him? He's only got a year left. Unless you're gonna wait.
Let me see. I gotta see about that.
I mean, not even a year, because they start the get ready to vote and all that shit, the electoral process anyway. So shit. 2020 president.
Is Trump going anywhere? I just, pretty much I just see that they already said he was impeached, but I just see that they're going to keep dragging this on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to keep dragging it on. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. It's a whole goddamn play. Obviously, he's not going anywhere just yet, okay? Can you tell us why Oprah is messy? Somebody said, can you tell us why Oprah is messy? Let me just put it this way. Oprah, she would be an elder to us. And I'm very big on respecting my elders. Okay? However, I feel like Oprah's been a little bit brainwashed and programmed and used for her melanated skin and energy. Okay? Mm-hmm. I don't agree with some of the stuff that Oprah did or does. but she's still my elder, my fellow sister, and I feel like she was brainwashed over the years by the Jews. If you want my honest answer, and I feel like Oprah needs to get with us spiritual people, okay, and really learn how to harness her power and take her power back because her power was being used. I don't like it, okay, and I feel like she knows her power, but she don't know her power. I feel like the Jews are doing work on her because you got the rabbis, okay? And got a little bit of control of her mind, but she need to get with her fellow sisters.
They sacrifice chickens too.
They sure do, okay? So I feel like she's being operated a little bit on a spiritual level, but I don't know. I feel like that's why she's doing some of the things she's doing.
And and my thing is like a lot of us, like a lot of people are, if you're melanated, the best way to put this, you really don't need to belong to a covenant. That's not African. You know what I mean? I see a lot of melanated sisters and brothers talking about their warlocks and all of that. That's not African. That's not you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to attach yourself to some of the African pantheons, you don't really need to be part of a covenant, because I guarantee you, if that covenant isn't fully melanated, then a lot of the people that aren't are going to use that your melanated energy to make their rituals stronger. That's why, like, when you watch these movies and they have a melanated person with a cast that's not melanated, and it's one person is melanated, and then they always make the melanated person the weakest one, spiritually. But they're really the ones who have probably the most power if they know how to tap into their spiritual energy.
Somebody said I never watched Trump's clown show. Okay, go ahead.
So, that's all I gotta say about that. Like, a lot of us, we don't really need to belong to covenants like that, unless if you all belong to a covenant, make sure it's an all melanated one. Not and it has nothing to do with race. That's just what it is. Because I've seen, for instances, where people that are melanated are being used, and they're using them and tapping into them to harness their energy to put some power behind the ritual that they're doing, to add power to it. That's what Sammy Davis Jr. That's what they was doing in his ass. Talking about he worships the devil or whatever, but that's what they was into. They was he was in it for the sex, but he didn't realize how important he was to the ritual that was being done.
Jody, what you feel about that? Why you bring up Oprah? What you feel about that? You talking about the situation with what's his name?
Who did she just start talking about?
Russell Simmons.
Oh yeah, Russell Simmons.
Yeah, I think she's being manipulated and controlled by the Jews.
Yeah, they probably. I feel like they're putting her up to it too.
Yeah, I feel like they're putting it up to her. But let me tell you something. Hey, y'all remember The Color Purple, right? Remember when she was playing Harpo's wife? And remember when she punched that man? Let me tell y'all, they better hope Oprah don't get mad. If Oprah finds out what's really going on, as we see spiritually, they better be careful. Hey, Melissa, peace and blessings. Hey, Nita Pepper. So pretty much, I feel like, again, she's being manipulated, but it is what it is. You see, also too, it's time for her exposure. And she got to be careful, because the Jews, what I see spiritually, is flipping it around, because they're trying to turn people on Oprah, especially her own people. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's more to this than what y'all know.
I keep saying that she may be stripped of her power. She don't get it right. Droney says, why is she going after black men?
Probably because she got hate for black men. It could be whatever happened to her when she was younger. Um,
Nikki Nakia says she's not a willing participant.
a willing participant. I think no. I feel like she's been brainwashed and programmed. I feel like they done something to her. I really do. Over the years. Yep, I feel like they did something to her.
What's up with Lizzo? Drawley says, "What's up with Lizzo?" I haven't even read Lizzo.
I haven't read Lizzo either, but what is I just see something. Remember I was asking you earlier?
I seen her, but usually
Yeah.
when I watch people like that, I
Mhm.
pick up shit. I just start revealing stuff to me about them. I just didn't. I don't know. I never really took it seriously because she was doing a skit. So I don't know.
I don't know
I
who
gotta.
Lizzo is. We have to kind of look into that before we even answer that. I seen something early and I was asking him about Lizzo, but I don't I seen her, but I don't follow that stuff.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about.
Yeah, we
her.
don't know too much about Lizzo, so I don't want to answer that until I do my research first, okay?
But obviously, I know she's blowing up.
Yeah, she's blowing up. Excuse me. Are they trying to keep Oprah from running for office? You know, I didn't even hear if she was still running for office. Now, I will tell you this. Oprah is for the divine feminine energy rising, okay? You hear many different stories. I've heard stories about her being with women and all that, but there's so much shit that goes on. You don't know what's true and what's not true. Spiritually seeing, I'm not going to speak on somebody's personal business unless they ask me, unless I have permission. I see some shit, but I'm not going to speak on it. You know what I mean?
I see some shit too.
Yeah, I'm not going to speak on it because that's her personal business. And I'm sure nobody will want somebody talking about their personal shit. So with saying that, I'm just going to say, I know she is for the divine feminine energy rising. We talked about this years ago that the black woman must rise. Okay? Mm-hmm. It just so happens that Oprah has the money to make some changes if she's allowed to. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because I still see there was some manipulation done spiritually to Oprah years ago, before she became as big as she was. And I see there was still work being done on her. And I'm seeing also later on they started using her energy. Okay? Mm-hmm. So we're saying that I haven't heard anything about it, but it could be. It could be because she did say she wanted to run for office, but if she tears down the black man, then she doesn't get the black woman, most of the black women and black men's vote.
I think too what it is too. I just think that they're trying to Bill Cosby her. I think they're trying to lead her down a path or something where they could set her up and do whatever they want to her later on.
You know what? You might have a point there. That might be very true.
Because Bill Cosby was saying things about black people, and then so a lot of black people still like to this day because of the things he said. They don't care that he got set up because of the stuff he said about black people publicly. So I think with Oprah doing that, I think that's they trying to lead her down the same path, though. So when they do set her up, nobody's gonna really care,
Because they're gonna be like, oh, she talked about black men anyway. She ain't like no black man. And da. Now, Majestic, let me just say something to you. When people do spiritual work on you, you don't know it. You don't know it unless you get a reading. Most people think when stuff happens in their life, it's circumstantial.
Yeah, because the spirit has set it up to be circumstantial.
Right.
You might like this is what a spirit will do. Like say if you do if somebody was to do a ritual for you to lose your job, right? Now you might not even be that good of an employee, so you already have weight on you. So somebody will do a ritual for you to lose your job. So what the spirit will do, spirit will just start making the management, who's ever in charge of firing you, start to see the little shit here that you do, little shit here there that you do, and then right when he's noticing all of this, then bam, spirit will make you might blow out your tire, and then you end up to work late, and he say, you know what, you done did this, and this, and now I gotta let you go. It'll just seem circumstantial, like damn, all this bad shit was happening, then damn, all of a sudden I got a flat tire, and you'll think that, well, it's just, it's just a string of bad luck, or it's just, you know what I'm saying. Some people don't know.
That's right. So, Majestic Ra, she wasn't knowing that they was doing rituals on her. You know what I mean? Back then, she didn't know that.
And then, like, to manipulate somebody, it's just spirit just work how spirit of work. It'll do it to where the person won't even know.
That's right. You won't even know. You'll be thinking, I guess, like he said, circumstantial.
You'll be thinking that you doing it, that it's your will and all of that.
Yeah.
You won't know.
Yeah. So, all right, family. Any more questions? Now, the importance of knowing that you must pay attention and embrace the energy that 2020 is bringing, along with the universe. Also, family, we got to recognize what's going on in the cosmos as well, okay? Because there's some energy going on in the cosmos that we must pay attention to that is affecting us here on the earth right here, right now, okay? And especially with Jupiter being the most spiritual planet, there's a lot of energy being sent from Jupiter to humanity, and it's helping us go through our transformation. But in 2020, what Spirit showed me is that it's going to get stronger, okay? So many more of you are going to be like discombobulated, not know what's going on in your lives, and things are going to be going chaotic to get then straightened out, okay? So the energy after this new year hits is going to be very, very powerful. So you do not have to sit down, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, because the universe is going to do it for you. Abundance is coming to many of us. A lot of money is going to be coming to many of us, okay? Thank you, Joni, again for the $50. We really appreciate you. You've been giving us $50 for the last 3-4 weeks now. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
But you know why we appreciate it? Not just so nobody else could do it. We don't ask for it. It's your choice. But we appreciate it because we take time out to give this information. We take time out to give free readings. We take time out to make sure you all are in the know. So we have to do the work. This is energy and time that we take to give to y'all. So we do it. Really appreciate it, Joni. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Joni.
Okay. What y'all saying? What you mean? Majestic Rob, basically I could do a ritual right on you right now and make you think it's circumstantial. You think, oh well, that's just life. This happens in life. I could do a ritual to make you lose your job. Would I do that? No, I wouldn't. I'm just saying you wouldn't know that. You would think it's just happening because it's circumstantial, situation. Oh well, maybe my boss would, maybe I was, you know what I mean? So you wouldn't know, but you're not knowing in the background that I took your picture. Understand? I made a doll of you. I made you act crazy. I was talking over your doll over your head, making you act crazy so your boss could fire you. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that I was manipulating you spiritually, you see, to cause you to lose your job. That's what we're saying. She did not know that they was working on her from way back when.
Yeah, and then people could do rituals to turn your boss against you.
That's
turn
right.
Everybody that you come in contact with
against you. You understand? You got to be careful with that. People do that all the time. Money Soon Park and Hilson, many of us will be running or coming into abundance. Trust me when I tell you. For this month, finances was kind of slow for some people, but I told you all the currency, which is energy, was being worked on by whoever. Okay, whoever runs the currency or doing whatever. But I'm telling you, there's some cosmic forces that has a lot to do with it. Okay, so we're saying that there has to be a change in currency. You all are going to start seeing a lot more things work in your favor. So let me give you an example. Before, okay, just say if you had to have a certain amount of credit, that's changing. Just say if you couldn't get health insurance, that's changing. It's not going to be as much as it used to be. There's a lot of changes being made. Technical now. Technology, right?
Get tongue twisted.
Yeah, technical now. That's being changed to work in the favor of humanity because so many people have suffered under the demise of not having financial benefits, medical benefit, money, that I'm just going to say the beings that I'm talking about that I see are making it where they're telling them, look here, you 1% greedy ass goddamn people, you better make sure all of the people are taken care of. It's like this energy that's being sent down to earth where they got to make sure that humanity is treated evenly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Parker Hilson, a lot of us will be coming into abundance of many different things, just not money either, y'all.
Yeah, and then 2022 is like a you know, 2222. That's like almost like a box, like, you know what I mean, like a
Right.
box. So that's really, but it's funny because that's the year that everybody needs to get out of the box. You used to working a job and stuff like that. You really need to start trying to work for yourself. A lot of people are like Spirit is saying. A lot of people that have come to us for readings, a lot, you know, is showing me or her that they need to start getting serious about owning their own company,
Yep.
starting their own business, and not working for people anymore.
That's right. Get serious, because
Especially
it's,
black people.
yeah, that's true. And the thing about it, get serious, because as soon as you put it into fruition, ancestors are going to take off with it. I'm going to give you an example. I keep saying I want a commercial property, y'all. I want a commercial spot, which means I want to own the spot. I don't want to rent no more. I want to own. So my spirit keeps saying I want a spot. So I said about a month ago, look here, I need a spot with 6 stores in there, maybe 6 to 8 stores. And I said I wanted to have 3 occupied already. And I kept saying that. I said, because if I have 3 of the stores occupied already, it'll be easier for me to get a commercial loan. For the simple fact that I have a guaranteed backup that these businesses have been there already, and that's going to pay for the mortgage once you get the loan. So, unbeknownst to us, we go by a plaza right up the street, not thinking that that's the one. Not thinking that's because I'm not paying attention. We just said, well, we're going to stop by here, see how much it, costs to just, get another spot to reopen our store.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't dawn on me that, wait a minute, didn't you say you wanted the plaza, 6 to 8 stores with 3 already occupied? It had 3 businesses in there.
A lot of things you've been asking for have been coming up.
Yeah.
Even like with the thing last night where we was talking about
The TV,
the
yeah.
business thing.
Yeah. So, pretty much, I've been like, okay, I need to get serious. So we called the owner. We're going to wait for him to call back. It's the holidays. A lot of times you don't go back. Because they was I believe they're having some problem with some tax. I said, you know what? Let's pay attention because that might be true. Mm-hmm. So, I'm like, right up the street, I'm talking about walking distance, y'all, is the same plaza that I've been asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't done yet. And see, I know, and this is what I'm telling you all, to make sure that you come into this year, this 2020 year, with making sure you doing what's righteous, thinking what's righteous, saying what's righteous, and putting into fruition what you want to manifest in your life from this point on. Because the universe is handing out a lot of gifts, y'all. You better pay attention. What did Andrea say?
She said, are there going to be changes to take care of regular people like student loan forgiveness? Are there going to be changes to take care of the regular people like student loan
Andrea,
forgiveness?
yeah, there will be. There will be. I know about them student loans. Trust me. Shit. I know about them student loans, but at the end of the day, there will be. Because first of all, education shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to pay for it. You can go to Canada and go to school for free. You can go, where else? Where else? A lot of places you go to school for free.
A lot of foreign countries you can go to.
Yeah, foreign countries. You could go to medical school in Cuba for free.
That's why the United States don't recognize those countries like that.
If I would have known that back then, I would have did that.
The United States don't recognize countries like that because they be like, I'd be damned you gonna go get something free and come back over here and work.
That's right. So, I mean, the reason we're doing the show tonight is to let y'all know y'all ain't got to do much but embrace the energy, but do what's righteous into this new year. Do walk into this year with doing what's right. And not only that, cleansing. Let's talk about cleansing. Number 2. Okay? Number 1 is doing what's righteous, saying what's righteous, thinking what's righteous, and speaking what's righteous. Number 2 is cleansing. Okay? That means I'm talking about cleansing everything. Not just your physical, your internal, your physical, your household, okay? friends, family that are toxic to you, okay? Relationships that are toxic to you. You must go into this year. I'm talking about with a whole new life resolution, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Cleansing your home. What if whatever is not conducive to where the ancestors want to take you, you ask the ancestors to remove it or them out of your life. Because it's not going to be conducive to where you're needing to go. Okay? And also, you do that with your internal. If there's certain things that you have no control of and you want to rid it, you ask your ancestors to remove those thoughts out of your mind, remove those thoughts out of your, even certain foods you eat. If you want that gone, you ask the ancestors to help you and guide you to get rid of that habit of eating chocolate or smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol. Go to your ancestors and the universe. That means you need to go outside and you need to call upon the spirit of your ancestors and the universe to really make it happen, because you want to make this resolution as smooth as possible. This life resolution. And I'm talking about when it comes to family, friends, if they're not conducive to where you need to be and where you going, they got to go too. I don't give a goddamn, because family could be toxic. And if they're not down with making that transformation with you, then you got to keep it moving. Because you don't want that energy to hold you back. And especially if you're trying to do something positive. Especially if you really want to do something positive and you're really loving the change that you're going through in your life. You know what I mean? Some of us are getting older. So as you get older, you want to make different changes, And even with grandkids, kids, I don't care, man, woman, whatever. You really got to do some analyzing and communication with the ancestors in the universe to ask them to assist you. And it's a little bit complicated because, you're used to the physical things that you've already been going through in the past, which actually stays in your subconscious mind. And you're used to living a certain way. But it's okay. It's just time to make a change. It's time to move forward. It's time. I mean, you got to really be thinking about where do you want to be. I know by the time I'm, 60 years old, I want to own a couple of goddamn commercial properties. I want to have a house in different states that I want to have a house in. You know what I mean? I want to be able to go back home to Africa and have a house on the island of Africa. So we're saying that make a 10-year plan. Where you want to go? Don't focus on the here and now. Don't focus on the past. Anything, I don't give a goddamn what you've been through. Let it go. And ask the universe and the ancestors to cleanse it away from you. Wash it away from you. Get it off of you. Now, let's go into the New York. Cleansing your home. Shit you don't need no more, get rid of it. Throw it away. You understand? Rearrange your house. Rearrange your mind. Rearrange your body. Spiritual cleansing. Your bath. Mop, clean your floor. Do spiritual, like a whole spiritual cleansing house on your property.
Matter of fact, we're offering spiritual cleanses and stuff like that for the house in the new year. This at the beginning of this year too. So
that's right. For the New Year's, we have a whole spiritual cleansing kit. The spiritual, cleansing kit will be for the house and for you. Okay? So, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but it's very important that you're really getting ready. I'm talking about this is not a joke or game, because it's happening without your control at a cellular level.
yeah.
You're being forced to do it, but if you're aware of it, then you can assist the universe and the ancestors with the process of making this a smooth life resolution. Half of you all in here still working for people. You don't want to be working for people, but if you knew that you need to put whatever you want to do into play, then let it manifest. Ancestors, look here. I'm telling y'all, we are being blessed with abundance in many different ways, y'all. We are being blessed in abundance, but you gotta put it into play so the universe can help you.
Yeah.
Okay? Any questions?
And also, one way to make things move smoother is just be grateful. Be grateful for the things that you do have.
That's right.
And don't focus on the stuff that you don't have. Like, oh, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. Just keep moving forward.
That's right. That's right, because whatever you want, you shall get. But again, number one, righteousness, man. Let me tell y'all something. And not only that, giving back too. Let's talk about not being selfish, okay? Let's talk about not being selfish because many of us are selfish. Many of us are selfish to the point that we wonder why we're not getting blessed with the things that we are supposed to get blessed with. And I'm not just talking about monetary things. I'm talking about everything. Treating someone accordingly. Okay? Monetary does fall in it, but monetary, treating someone accordingly. Having appreciation for what you got because you could have nothing at all. All of that. Not being selfish to the point where you're just thinking about you, your needs and what you need and what is about you and da 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 da. No, it's more to that. There's more to that. Let me tell you, we was out. It was raining the other day. We went to little 5 Points down in Georgia, and there was a man outside the store, and he had 3 roses, and he was homeless, and he was asking for money. It was raining. We was trying to get back to the car because not only was it raining, it was goddamn cold. And I walked past him and I didn't think I had no dollars. I said, wait a minute. So I stopped and I'm getting wet and cold, but I didn't care. Spirit said, give that man $1. Now, most of the times when we see homeless people, we always give them money.
Yeah.
But you should always pray over the money for the money to bless the world. Okay? For that money to circulate to bless somebody else who needs it. So we went back and I gave him $1. And I didn't take the rolls. Let him make money off of that. I don't want the roll. You know what I mean? But little things like that, believe it or not, family, can bring you many, many blessings.
Can bring you blessings. And also, a lot of times it just be a test. Sometimes it just be a test from spirit or your ancestors.
That's
to
right.
See if you're going to do the right thing.
That's right. That's very true. Because some people say, I ain't giving that bum. I ain't giving that whole bum no. First of all, they're not bums. They're homeless. Second of all, you never know when you might need $1. Mm-hmm. And I told y'all this story before. We've had situations where you are being tested because that's how the blessings continue circling. Because when you bless, you get blessed. It's very important not to be selfish because when you're selfish, you will be. How can I put this? When you're selfish, the universe is going to be selfish with you. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about in every way. Majestic Ra, I don't know about feng shui your house. I'm not Asian. Okay? Some things we need to get rid of. Some things, so you need to switch it around to bring a new energy in the house. I don't know about all that feng shui stuff. I have a book on feng shui, but it just never resonated with my soul. I'm always going to be African first. It is what it is. Okay? What else do they have? Any more questions?
Peace, family.
All right, Andrea Townsend says, I hear that. I will be asking my ancestors to assist me in permanent weight loss. I'm healthy, but carrying too much. Join the club, because I need to lose about 15 pounds myself, Andrea. I need to. So, I mean, again, ask for assistance, because, every year, oh, I'm going to do this, my New Year's resolution, let's do this and do that, and knowing damn well you start off okay for a week, and after that, you done forgot about the shit, you trying to do the shit no more, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why I said ask your ancestors and the universe for assistance, because you can't do it by yourself. And again, we're not talking about a yearly change, we're talking about a life resolution. Okay? What?
Ken says, and it don't matter the race, I feel like I've been tested a couple of times by homeless from all races. Yeah, it's a test. It don't matter what if they white, black, Chinese, it doesn't matter.
You sure right. It doesn't matter.
You should always give them money.
You should always give, because see, in Africa, what we do is like when we see a beggar, we call it a beggar, right? We give them money or change, we pray over it, and then it continues the blessings. It continues the blessings. So we're saying that, Ken, and it don't matter. Black, white, Chinese, they will all come to you. But Andrea said something. I would say, you say angel in disguise. Let me tell you all something. Sometimes it is not human. Mm-hmm. It's funny you said that because it's not a human being. Because you have beings that are spirit form that will come into human form.
That's right.
So, and you know what? I'm going to tell you, Andrew, you onto something with that, okay? I don't know about angel. We go by ancestors in African culture, but I would say ancestor in disguise, okay? My mother used to tell us when we see homeless person, it could be our ancestors. I always give money. Erica Neal, there you have it. That's right. That's right. Hey, Olosunde. Oh, how are you? I know you good, sis. Hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Okay? All right, any other questions, family? What? I tried to find.
Oh, Nikki the Kid says, I try to find 5 things to be grateful for every day. Some days are easier than others.
Well, Nikki and the Kid, don't wreck your brain and stress yourself about finding things to be grateful for. Be grateful for the most important things, which is having a roof over your head, having food in your mouth, having your breath, having 2 arms and 2 legs. And some people can't walk, some people don't have arms. Be grateful for the most important things is being able to still exist. Okay? Don't stress yourself about finding out 5 things each day. Let me tell you something. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm grateful to be able to have food. I'm grateful that my health is not worse. It's just sinuses. You know what I mean? So those are the things you really, don't stress about 5 things a day because then you'll go crazy.
Yeah. I could just imagine like, oh, today I'm grateful for this, and then the next day, something new. I'll be probably saying the same thing every day.
Right? Thank your ancestors. Thank your ancestors for being able to wake up in the morning. Thank your ancestors for being able to pay a bill or to have a roof or house over your head. People out here freezing in certain places. Women with children are homeless. You know what I mean? Be grateful that if you have children, you have a place for your children. Be grateful for things like that. Okay? Any more questions, family? Any more questions? We got about 15 minutes left.
13.
13 minutes left talking about the importance of not making New Year's resolutions, but making or assisting the universe and the ancestors with life resolutions. What happened?
Nikki the Kid says, some days I'm grateful for teeth and hair. I have learned to keep it simple. Laugh out loud.
I feel you on that, right? Some people are going to dentists like me.
You want to answer that?
Alicia, I'm not doing no ancestry readings tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood. I've been reading. We had a special for the holidays, okay?
$25 special for
$25 special we offered for divination and readings that we had. The last day was yesterday, and we was booked up. So I'm not in the mood for reading tonight. Okay? If you want to book a ancestral reading for this weekend, then we could do something like that, okay?
So, okay.
Because I really have to tap in and start looking, and I'm not really in the mood to do that. So we're just asking if you all have any questions on this life resolution that you all need to focus on for the 2020. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all considering New Year's, but understand this. You're considering New Year's, but understand this clearly. It's bigger than just New Year's. Look at the numbers. I want you all, this is your homework for tonight. Go look up the meaning of the number 2020. And if you can, look up more than one meaning. Okay?
Johnny say, what day does he call for readings? Or she call for readings?
Who?
Johnny. What day he call for readings? I guess every day but Sunday.
You can book you can book your reading and then we'll give you a time. You call and we'll give you a time and a date.
You book once you pay.
Right.
Then you call us and we book the reading for the time and day, like she said.
Yeah, and usually within 24 hours you get your reading. But I try not to overwhelm. Overwhelm myself. And then Brother Dinkle does cards too, so y'all can. For those of you who like getting tarot readings, you could call Brother Dinkle too. So that way we're not getting overwhelmed. So if you all want like a general reading, Brother Dinkle could do that. When he gets into the readings of the ancestrals and talking like that, I'll do that part. Or medical into it, I'll do that part. But he reads as well. So you guys are welcome to book a reading with either one of us. Okay? Just when you book your reading, you call and say I'm booking a reading. We'll give you a time. And again, it's usually within 24 hours. Now, because we was running a special last week, it was from Friday to Wednesday, we did $25 general readings. And every day we was getting booked. Every day we was getting booked, so I had to do it for the next day. Okay?
Should we write it down? Should we write what down? All the 2020 meetings. Nikki the Kid said, should we write it down? She's talking about the 2020.
Yes, Nikki the Kid, write it down. Do get several meanings though. Get the African meaning of the number 2020, what the vibrational energy means for that. And just look up different meanings of it, okay? Look up different meanings. What do you feel about that? It's a non-profit organization. Hold on, Uncle. Nikki, I have a teacher who does African dance and she's white but goes to West Africa every year to come to teach. What do you feel about that? It's a non-profit organization that takes donations to continue to teach and bring actual Africans to come and share their culture and dance.
Well, all I gotta say about that is black people ain't doing it. And there's some that do it, but I'm saying it's not to the point like that. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff that happens with our culture and other people taking it and running with it and profiting off of it, I feel like a lot of that's black people's fault.
True. Very true. I don't like the idea that a white woman is teaching African dance. I'm going to just be honest. However, I'm not mad at her. Like he said, if she's going to do that, and if she's actually taking donations to bring actual Africans back to teach the dance and the culture, then I'm for that. Okay, she's doing that, but I don't know about her teaching it. I'm not feeling it.
And it's crazy because it's like we get mad. We as black folks, we get mad at other races for loving our culture more than we do.
That's right. That's very true.
I see a lot of people. They get upset because Europeans are into African traditional. Learning what we do, but nobody. But a lot of the people that's complaining are scared to do that. They're scared to become a traditional healer. Or they don't want to do right when they do it. They want to go do evil shit with it.
Well, so that's a flip side to that because white people do too.
White people do too, but I'm just saying, you can't get mad.
Well, I mean,
them learning
it. See, we got to be careful with that too. Just like they go over there and they try to make, I'm going to just be honest with y'all, sometimes they do the wrong shit with it. Let's be real. Because I've known white people who've went over there and they'll come over here and they'll try to use it against black people who don't know their culture, or they'll take advantage of our African sisters and brothers, okay? Let's not get it confused. Because I noticed they'll say, we're taking donations for our brothers and sisters in Africa and be taking the money and getting them children and doing shit to our kids too. Yeah. So,
but that goes along a lot. The church people do that a lot. It's like in most countries, like most of the countries, like especially the black countries like Haiti and then in the continent of Africa, like those countries in Africa, a lot of times these missionary groups, the Christian groups, they're always getting caught molesting the kids, raping the kids, and they post, and a lot of times the Africans just trust them because they say they're Christians. So
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. Like I said, if she's doing what's righteous and getting donations to bring our African sisters and brothers back here, that's all good. But if she teaching African dance, I ain't with that. I gotta be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it. It is what it is. Peace and blessings, Ogu Alva. Thank you for joining.
It's like
Santos Pucci, Rael Sadiq. Thank you for joining. Go ahead.
It's like getting mad at white people for adopting black kids when black people won't adopt black kids.
Yeah, and that's a twist to that too, because I heard stories about that. Look what happened when they adopted some black kids.
Yeah,
and the kids died.
But see, a lot of that spans from a situation happening in that country, and then the missionaries go over there and get them. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about.
Now I'm talking about right over here. Last year they had a case where they adopted these black kids and they put them in the goddamn river. But y'all remember that case, y'all?
That can happen with any of the case. That can happen with any adoption.
All I'm gonna say is like this:
a lot of kids that get adopted get mistreated anyway, get sexually abused and all kind of shit.
Yeah, well, all I'm gonna say, y'all, is at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say it's only white people because black people doing some shit too nowadays. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Black people, they doing some shit nowadays too. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just have to be honest. Certain shit I just don't like.
Kia Green says, "What's going on with the red eclipse? I saw it on the news today. Does it have anything to do with 2020?"
It has everything to do with 2020, Kia. Everything to do with 2020. That's why I told y'all, go look up the number. We're not just coming into a new year. There's
Coming
a,
into a new
powerful energy that's coming with that, with the eclipse. And that ain't no eclipse. That's them ships, okay? That's them goddamn ships y'all be to pay attention to. But the powerful energy is coming with that, with this 2020. I'm telling y'all. It's sort of like, if I can explain this to your family, it's sort of like you're going to be sleeping and you're going to wake up and you're going to feel like you're on another whole planet. What?
He said that he popped up as soon as you said that. You're gonna wake up. He popped his head up and looked at you.
Yeah.
The cat.
It's going to be like you're in another whole planet. The energy's going to be different. Or you're talking to me over there, you're yawning. I see you. I see you. Yeah, that's my little kitty, y'all. So pretty much, it's going to be like a total different type of energy.
Santo Pucci said there are some white Africans. They ain't African. They some colonizers. Ain't no white people. Never was white people in Africa. You had white people went over there and colonized the Africans and stayed over there.
That's right. You talking about South Africa, Santos Pucci's?
They not white. They not Africans. They weren't born over there.
They ain't black Africans. They're white Africans, but they're still white people. So Africans is not the race. We got to get it right. There's some white people who reside in Africa. All right, y'all. Check good. There are some white Africans.
That's just like saying, that's like if I go over there to China and my family lives over there for 30 years, are you going to say that I'm a black Chinese?
Right. Exactly. Come on now, Santos Pooches. Don't be defending them. Don't defend them. That's why Robert Mugabe was kicking their asses out the farm, because they came over there trying to run shit. Robert Mugabe was like, get out. Robert Mugabe was so angry at them, he said you couldn't even wear the color white in Zimbabwe.
That's because they was mistreating the Africans.
How you going to go over to somebody else's land and mistreat them and deal with them anyway? Just like the Chinese, they're not playing with them either. Don't come over there calling people monkeys and shit. Think you're going to come over to the land where there's more black people than any place else, and you're going to decide to try to treat them different and call them names and do shit? Lost your goddamn mind.
As I heard, there are a lot of whites there.
Santos Pucci's in South Africa.
It's it's a certain country. I ain't gonna mention the country's name, but it's in this country they don't allow white people in that country in Africa.
The Maasai tribe does not allow white man to come into that tribe. The Maasai told them, no, you will not come in to the tribe. And there's over 3,000 tribes in Africa. Trust me, it's just not the Maasai.
That said, oh, they trying to join their tribe.
They try to come over there and get in tribe.
They trying to get it. They be looking at them naked African women trying to get their.
So the king of Maasai tribe said, no white man shall enter my tribe, and it was not playing. Any more questions, family? I heard this a lot. Oh, you said to Spoochies, go over there and go see for yourself. And and a lot of people do go over. Now let me tell y'all, like the island where my mother's side come from, in Cabo Verde, over in certain parts of the Europeans been going over there trying to make it a resort, which they did to the capital of Cabo Verde, Africa, prior, right? But let me tell you something. Years ago, there was a big write-up about it because a couple of the white girls went over there and was doing some the stuff they had no business doing, and they stoned them to death. And you go look it up. It was a big thing.
Y'all can't play around in them cities where they still live by these ancient laws and stuff like that, because they got a whole different way of looking at things. A fence over there could cost you your life.
Yeah, well, it was a big write-up with the Europeans, and them women went over there trying to act like they was being fast in the ass, and they got stoned to death. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of Europeans were going over from Europe, coming to Cabo Verde to make it a resort, but certain islands, they ain't letting them in. I'm telling y'all what I know. Telling you what I know. So pretty much, okay, Santos Puches, you need to go over to Africa. But a lot of white folks go over to Africa. They go to the festivals. They, they want to be down with the traditional, indigenous ways and the cultural ways in Africa. And it's all good. My thing is just don't come over there trying to change shit up. Don't come over there with your bullshit. Come over there and act like you got sense. Respect that African brother and sister as you want to be respected as being American. Because they come over there and want to change shit up. Oh, well, you should do this and you should know. You sit the hell out. Tell me what the hell I should do. The hell. Tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's too many here for me to go for hours. What happened? Let's give me 15 more minutes.
15.
Oh, no more. Oh, no, there are too many here for me to go back. What? To look for more. Santos Puches, the white people are the minority. They're not the majority. Do not get it confused. And do understand Santos Puches, which sounds like a Hispanic name to me, you all are brown people too. So you're counted in the mix of it, okay? Don't get it confused. You are not white. You're brown people too. That means we outnumber the white people. Okay? So Mexicans, Hispanics, you all are considered brown people too. It's so funny. What? It's true? What's over there? You paying attention?
Nah, that just popped up right now. I'm just laughing at you because I'm listening to you. What it say? Well, we're not even. Well, they've not been to come peacefully. They've been keeping it out for the millennia.
Yeah, because they want to try to come run shit and take over shit. Get out of here. Come over there like you got sense and do what you do. If you want to enjoy our amenities and enjoy the culture and enjoy the resources in Africa.
They be going over there for sex.
Yeah, well.
The men and the women.
Yeah, well.
And that's in all the countries like Jamaica, Africa. Africa's a continent, but you know what I'm saying. Like Senegal and all these a lot of places where they're off the coast of Africa, they do that.
All right, y'all. For those who just joined, we're talking about what's so funny.
Okay, go ahead.
No, what's the question? Somebody popped up.
What's the difference between South American voodoo, North American voodoo, and African voodoo? You want to answer that?
There ain't no difference. First of all, voodoo just means spirit.
Yep.
South American voodoo, all of it derived from Africa. Do not get it confused.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were taken to different places in South America all over, they had to change up because they didn't remember some of the traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the truth of the matter is, there's different gods and different names of gods that they use. Deities, gods, spirits, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
South America, they have different gods that they use.
And then really the only thing that I say is really different is probably like New Orleans voodoo, because that's a mixture of, they mix everybody's spirituality and call it voodoo.
Yeah.
Like they mix the Italian magic with Haitian voodoo, with whatever the natives were doing over there. That's a little bit different, but like if you go to Haiti, they deal with, like my wife always says, that voodoo is the closest thing to the African that we have in this hemisphere, and But let's talk about this, like witchcraft and all of that. It's no really like. I was listening to an African brother the other day, remember? Mm-hmm. And he said that what Europeans call witchcraft is not witchcraft. He says it's animism.
Animism, right.
He said because they draw the little sigils in the dirt, and then they do the stuff that they like sacrifice the goats and all. He said that's not witchcraft. He said to be a witch, you have to be born one. And a witch is really a person, a female with just like just naturally spiritual, with spirit, born with spiritual technology to the point where if she says something, it'll happen. If she wants something, she doesn't even have to say it. She could think it, and it'll happen to you. That's a witch. That's a woman, and it's a woman that's born with a spiritual technology that pulses through her veins, that she can say things that happen, and then shit will happen to you. So like that, those are women that are born that are part of the Iyamin, and those are black women. And so, and it's a group that call themselves the Iyamin, and they're trying to act like that they control the Iyamin. You can't get initiated into the Iyamin. Don't let nobody fool you.
That's right.
Those are natural forces that govern the world.
Tarot card African.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tarot cards come from Egypt. The Egyptians created the tarot cards, and then the Moors brought that knowledge into Europe. They always say they don't know who brought it, and so they'll say, "Oh, the Gypsies had it and stuff," and the Gypsies were bringing it in. But that knowledge, the ancient knowledge that was being brought into Europe, came from the Moors, because they were the ones who were coming down into Europe, civilizing the Europeans.
That's why you need to know your history. It all started with us. Don't get it confused. I always like to say, family, we did a show about this. Voodoo didn't start in West Africa. Voodoo, we are voodoo. Okay? Mm-hmm. We are voodoo. We are magical. We are powerful. Okay? Very powerful. Like Brother Dinker said, you have to be born a witch. Some people are just born natural witches.
Yeah, and that, and they try to show you that on some of the European movies where like the girls are being they were naturally that, but a lot of that's African though. Like a lot of black women are just born that. That a lot, and then most of the women that have this gift and this power are in the church.
Nah, I'm not gonna say most of them.
A lot of them. A lot of them are in the church. A lot of them are in the church because it's a lot of women that'll be like, "Oh, ain't shit gonna go right for you until you do right by me." It's a lot of church women do that.
That's
shit.
That's the natural power of black women. Period. Mm-hmm. So pretty much most black women, you'll see, most black women have that power naturally to actually have the power to say things that will happen, bless or curse you. Mm-hmm. But then you have the ones who are natural born witches who, like you said, I could think it and it'll happen. You understand? Say it and it'll happen. And I'm talking about on another level. Yeah. But most black women have that natural intuition and that natural power all the time. I mean, actually speaking, women, period, because women are the closest to the earth than any man. So when you're interconnected with the earth as you are, having menstrual periods, being in mother's womb, you're going to have a natural ability to be intuitive. White women have it too, but not as strong as black women. Mm-hmm. Something about the melanin that makes it more powerful with black women, okay?
That's why they trying to amalgamate into the black race.
Right. So we're saying that, but you have the level of women that have, there's different levels. Some are very, very powerful, and I'm telling you, I mean, just mumble something and you could drop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can mumble to a chicken and the chicken will drop.
I seen her do it. I mean, and there's people on here that have been around us that have seen it, but some people haven't, man. I've seen her do it.
And that's that natural born witch power where you were given, which I like to say that people like us use more strands of our DNA. Mm-hmm. And this is no joke. I've had to ask, who the hell am I? I didn't know who the hell I was. I mean, I would be surprised by some of the things that I could do, and I'm not even aware of it. You know what I mean? So with saying that, I think people like us are actually allowed to use more strands of our DNA and born with using more, but they don't want to tell you. There's certain things that I just could do, and I can't explain to you how I can do it. And it's not to be explained. It was just a given gift to me when I was born. And there's a lot of women who do have that power.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But most women have the power of saying or energy of or what they say Ashera and Yama to pretty much put stuff out there. But then there's some that's really powerful.
And in Africa, they believe in it so much. The Babalawo said they don't even have to wear charms. He said witches don't have to wear. They don't have to wear charms. They don't have to wear protection. And they said you can be initiated into Ifa or any spiritual system you want. If that woman gets mad at you, she can crack that protection.
Yeah, protect them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Nick and Nakia, the tarot card. I think it comes from the Egyptian. I think they call it the tarot. The tarot. I forgot the name of the tarot card. The tarot or something. I don't know. I forgot. But it. You gotta study ancient Egypt and you'll find it. A lot of things that a lot of games and stuff that we play today. A lot of that stuff is African. Even wrestling is African. Even like they've even martial arts. They what they call the ancient Egyptians called it what they call a matu art or something like that. But like a lot of things that you think that aren't African and have people say they got it. You know, they started another culture. A lot of that stuff it was the Africans were doing it first.
That's right.
Whether it be the what they call whether it be the Kemites or it be the one who's the ones that always fight, or the people from Kush.
Kush, yeah.
You know, so a lot of that stuff started there.
Ira Day says, my dad's church is sending him to Nigeria to be a missionary. His church is white. Why are they sending your dad? They're using the black man to go over there to try to get people to be Christians. I'm not surprised because Nigeria and Lagos, they got a big, huge, giant Jesus. Yeah. They got a hold of my Nigerian sisters and brothers. But let me tell you something. Some of them are coming back to the traditional ways too. They're coming out of the churches, trust me. But if you go over to Lagos right now, they have a huge, giant white Jesus in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Y'all the most powerful, one of the most powerful tribes. And you gotta, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But as here, they too still go to the Dibia. They call it the Dibia in Lagos. So they still go to the Dibia, which is the traditional healer.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, family. Since we don't have no more questions, we're going to wrap it up. We'll see you on Sunday on Oracles of Truth. The Bomb Moms will be on tomorrow night for sure. Okay? For sure. They'll be on tomorrow night, so y'all tune in. They're going to be doing a show with the young ladies. So for those young ladies, 23, 25, y'all come on because they're going to be talking about depression, self-esteem issues, okay? They'll be on tomorrow at 9 p.m. So do join in. Sunday, the Oracles of Truth will be on, and we'll be talking about strong black women.
Why are they single?
Why are they single? Yeah, because this is going to be a debate, y'all, because these two right here, Mother Dinker and Brother Salmeen, think that they're going to try to tell me some stuff about it. But y'all going to see on Sundays in Oracles of Truth. Tomorrow night, Bob Mom's Chronicle will be on with self-esteem issues and depression. Do tune in. Sunday night, Oracles of Truth, strong black woman, not being single. How about that? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Anyway, all right, family.
Eat the Bantu says, I have a question.
Shoot, hurry up.
Hurry up.
Eat the Bantu.
Ask the question before we go. Oh, and we'll be adding more new products to our site also. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
Watch the video because we put up.
You put it up already?
Yeah. If y'all go on the front of the Facebook page, you'll see a video that we did last night. My moms, Oracles of Truth, just hanging out. And at the end of the video, if you watch it through, you'll see all the spiritual jewelry we do.
And we put it on, you put it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube too.
And it's on YouTube, so y'all can check that out.
Check it out on YouTube as well. We put it up. We put it up last night.
What's the question?
Bantu, what's the question?
Eat the Bantu? Nah, eat the Bantu. I have a question. Oh, how do you know if you're special? I had a dream. I had a dream of having twins. Now I have them.
He's a prophetic dreamer.
Prophetic dreamer. Yeah.
What you mean? How do you know if you're special? Probably a prophetic dreamer.
This is my wife.
Hmm?
Oh, he's saying his wife had twins. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you had the dream that she had twins. A lot, you know, you like my wife said, you're probably a prophetic dreamer. You know, it's funny because I tell the story about my daughter. My daughter, when she was in high school, you know, she stayed with her mom, but I had a dream that she was pregnant. So a lot of my dreams come true. So I called her and I cussed her. I was like, "What the hell you doing, pregnant?" Da, 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 going off on her, and oh, she wants to know she had the dream. Yeah, and so that's all it is. You know, that she's a prophetic dreamer. But she, you know, when I called my daughter, she said, "I'm not pregnant." But what it was, a year later, she had the dream. I mean, she had the baby, and she told me, she sat me down and told me she was pregnant, just like she did in the dream. But it happened a year later, and I think it was just the ancestors preparing me for her getting pregnant. But you know,
Yeah.
he said, but yeah, that's all it is. She's just a prophetic dreamer.
So is that what you mean by special? I mean,
But
that's
she might have more than one gift.
right. She might have more than one. That's just one.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? This is one. We might do a show about that, talking about certain gifts people have, because and that's another thing I must. And we'll get into another show, but it's another thing. The energy 2020, the eclipse, is enhancing the powers that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have gifts, they're going to be enhanced 10 times more. Don't say I didn't tell you so. And if you got the gift like I do, that tongue or that thought, you're gonna have to be very, very careful what you say or what you think. Because the energy is gonna be so powerful, it's gonna happen like this. With the blink of an eye. You say, Brother Dinker, we were saying something last night, 2 hours later, family. We went over our time, so we're gonna get up off of here. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, look up 2020. The vibrational energy that's attached to that. And do not make a New Year's resolution. This universe is helping you make a life resolution. You just need to embrace it and assist in the physical, okay? Remember that. Go look it up. We'll see y'all on tomorrow night, Mom Chronicles, Sunday, Oracles of Truth. Y'all have a good night, family.
All right, peace, family.